What's up, guys?
I have to make a stop at the post office real quick. Some companies sent me a couple packages and one fitted my goalpost, the other one didn't. So unfortunately I have to stand on a line. Hopefully it's not too crazy because usually they have like one person working and the line is wrapped around the place. I'm about to go get it real quick though. I'll see y'all in a second.
In the car. In the car. 'Cause the woman I was with.
Well, I got one package, but they can't find my other one. That's just my luck. I'm always having issues at the post office. This might look heavy, but it's not that heavy. I just have it placed awkwardly because I don't want to put my phone in my pocket.
2 hours later.
Grayson, what is this?
Monster.
A monster truck? And what color is it?
Black.
Black and
Blue.
blue. You're right. Let me see. Can I see? Okay, leave me hanging then. How are you gonna diss mommy? Anyways, guys, we're here relaxing by the water. I love being by the water. I'm scared of the water, like being in there when I can't touch the ground, but being by it, I'm all for it. I could sit by it all day. We have a couple of errands to run, but we stopped because we just had to sit here and soak this up. So of course, we're getting our little shots. Jesus is flying his drones. He's taking advantage of this view, full advantage, because he flew both of his drones. He ran up all the batteries on his Mavic Pro, and now he's flying the Mavic Air. So once he's done with that, we could get back to what we were doing. So we have to pick up an AC. Winter just didn't want to leave this year. So now that it's starting to warm up, I get super irritated being hot in the house when I'm cooking and stuff. And when we moved, we got rid of our ACs that were there, our air conditioners. And so we have to buy one because yesterday at night, it was still like 80 degrees and we were sticky and muggy. And even though we opened the window, it just wasn't doing justice. We're not having that. We have to go get an air conditioner, 2 air conditioners possibly, for like each of the rooms at least. Because I don't know how I could cook without any type of cool air in the house. I can't do that. I can't do it. I get frustrated. So I'm gonna sit here for a little while longer, soak this up, play with the baby, and then we're gonna get to it. Alright, we had our little fun by the water. You guys will never guess where we're at. BJ's, that's where we're gonna look for the AC. I told you, they have everything there. I freaking love that store. There's nothing you can't find. So yeah, we don't know if we're gonna get 1 or 2 ACs. All I know is I got a little taste of what it feels like at the house when it's hot. And it's a freaking sweat box. I was literally cooking and I felt like I was in a sauna. I was drenched.
I think it's practical if we get 2 of them because obviously when Grayson's sleeping, he's in the room, everything has to be silent. When we're in the studio, it's obviously gonna get hot, so
yeah,
we're gonna need one there too.
Although the studio window's in the front and we get a nice breeze in there, but still, we're obviously gonna need an AC eventually. My thing is, who the heck is gonna get it upstairs? Not me, you. First, we're gonna check if there's any coupons for that AC. Can't be acting bougie over here, you know? It's good to save bread. I don't think so though, because I saw this the other day and oh, they do have a coupon on my Panera bread, little broccoli cheddar soup that I like. Nah, I don't see anything good here. Just like junk food, pre-cooked chicken, and some smart camera. Nothing else, so this is gonna be no good.
Thank God for this little car right here. This is gonna help us. Grayson, you riding dirty?
We might grab a watermelon too. I mean, I know that's random. We didn't come for food or anything like that, but those look good. And it's watermelon season.
Look, you can always get one of these.
Yeah, I love those. Actually, these, I find that they're much sweeter than the bigger ones. From the ones that I picked out anyways. And I like the tiny ones too, because trying to bring those big ones upstairs is, it's not fun. See the fans. You want a Vornado?
What?
The Vornado.
I'm done.
Fan. All right, so these are the ACs that they have. I like this one. Look, it's like tiny. Obviously, it's gonna fit in the window.
It's like your size.
Yeah, it's like nice and mini. Those big bulky ones are scary. I always feel like when we put it up, I get scared that we're gonna drop it, and God forbid, like, you know, we don't even want to say what happens after that. This one's nice and tiny. He could carry it, put it on the window. I'll spot you like that, and it won't be too much of a headache.
A few moments later.
All right, so these are the ones that we got. There were only 2 left, which is great. We came right on time. They're the nice modern ones, I guess you could say, because I've never seen ACs this small. These are the newer style. So we got 2 of these bad boys. They're nice and compact, small, not too crazy, not too heavy. We're not gonna kill each other going upstairs with them.
They are type heavy though.
Yeah, but
Watch out, I'm gonna crush you.
okay, the cart is cool and everything, but it doesn't turn to the side. So like you have to turn like this. Usually we come here, we'll fill up our cart with things that we need for the house, like groceries and stuff for our fridge, but we just wanted to come for the ACs. There are a couple of things that I do need though, like Grayson's milk, and what else? And some wild grain rice. Let's see if they have it, because with my luck, it'll be sold out. Yeah, they have it.
Grayson's been drinking almond milk because the regular milk was like messing up his stomach, and mine as well. I think it's pretty good.
We left off last time where he had that breakout, and I personally feel like it was the milk that did it to him. Although he never had that happen to him before, but you know, the doctor says that they can develop things like that, and so I feel like that's what happened to him, because I took him off of the milk for 2 days after that happened, because I kind of had a feeling, you know, you have that mommy instinct. I kind of had a feeling that that's what it was, because he wasn't exposed to anything new other than the cat. I took him off the milk, and then after 2 days I gave it back to him because he just wasn't getting used to the almond milk. Like, he would cry for his milk, and when I put him back on, he broke out again. So I already knew that I couldn't give it to him anymore. Eventually he got used to it, and now he's good. He drinks it like whatever.
3 days later.
This is one of the places we like to go when it's nice. Even when it's not nice, we like to come here. This used to be a place where they used to throw bodies at years ago. Now, everybody just watches the sunset from here, which is pretty cool. It's changed a lot throughout the years. Where people used to walk around with needles in their arms, now they walk around with yoga mats and Yorkies. We always had this beautiful view you see right here on this side of the bridge. On this side, it wasn't always this pretty though. It was ugly. You have vacant lots, abandoned buildings, desolate blocks, crackheads roaming the streets like it's nothing, empty factories. Shit, we used to run up in that Domino's sugar factory, which is now known as Domino Park. We'll run up in there, tag up, smoke, do stupid stuff like that. And once in a while you hear in the news, they found a dead body in a building on the north side of Brooklyn. Or they found a body floating on the water on the north side of Brooklyn. It used to be bad out here. But look at it now. It's beautiful.
Several days later.
Hey, baby.
Just got to the north side of Brooklyn, as a matter of fact. Today's a beautiful day. We're gonna meet up with one of my nephews from LA. They just got here. He's out here doing some work. He wanted to have some lunch, so I said, what better place to have some lunch than Smorgasburg on a Saturday? He just texted me he's already walking over there. We're gonna walk over there ourselves and try to play Where's Waldo, because it's so packed. We gotta try to find him. Where are you exactly? We're on North 8th. I just texted him and sent him my location, so he's on his way. So we're gonna wait for him right here. My nephew's an artist, so I was just thinking, imagine he pulls up with like a little hat, with a little like feather on the top, with his little paintbrushes. He's coming from Compton, by the way, so that's why it's so funny.
Like, Uncle G, I changed. Ever since I traveled to Germany, I'm different.
This is my nephew right here.
What's up, Mezamob?
We're gonna try some lobster rolls, perhaps. And then we're gonna have some coconuts. And of course, I need to eat some churros. You know, we've been here many times and we never had a lobster roll. But we're gonna have them today because they look really good.
I had a different perspective on California back in the days. Like I actually wanted to live there at one point, but then after you schooled me on it and told me how it really is. I mean, in Compton, you know.
I mean, you got the nice parts, but you gotta have money to live there. A lot of money. Like Santa Monica, like Malibu, like even certain parts of Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? By the water. Yeah, those parts are nice. You want to stay away from places like, you know, like Hawthorne and, you know, Compton and Los Angeles, South Central, East LA, you know.
And like everywhere.
I told him, I'm like, although it gets packed here, it doesn't get crazy. No one, well, we haven't seen a fight break out or anything like that. Everybody's super chill. They just want to eat, have a good time.
Exactly.
And he's like, yeah, wow, it's really different because around over there, they can't be around each other. I'm like, yeah, I know, it's real territorial. Things will break out fast.
It's so different. What do you think about the view?
Us went with the Connecticut style. It's warm lobster poached in butter and lemon. That sounds so good. The other one sounded good too, but except it was cold, so I don't know. It's homemade lemon mayo lobster on a roll, Maine style. Sounds good too, but we decided to go with the Connecticut style.
And you know, Casey always has like lobster in Connecticut. So
Says it's the best. So.
Yes, of course. It comes from Connecticut. It has to
We're
be
gonna
good.
give it a go. This place is always packed every time we come here. We've never actually tried it, so this will be a first for us as well. And the line is super long here, so I'm assuming that it's delicious. It'll be our first time. Grayson does not eat seafood, so whenever we eat seafood, that's why you guys never see him eat it. So we're gonna have to try to find a place that has chicken too, because he's not really into steak either. We'll find something for him though.
They look delicious. Let's see. Let's see what it tastes like.
Bruh.
The lobster's really fresh. They're usually located at the back when you come into Smorgasburg. You go all the way directly to the back. It's a red sign. It tastes good.
It's fresh. The bread is delicious. It's nice and soft, buttery, crispy at the same time. But I will say that I would have liked a little bit of lemon on it, because lemon makes everything better when you're eating seafood.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go try something else, but the lobster was good, so definitely come check them out. They're located right at the end of Smorgasburg. That's done back there.
Like every city that I go to, I'm like meeting people.
So how many places you been to?
I've been to Amsterdam, Berlin, London, Rome, Naples, Pompeii, Barcelona, Sofia.
And what do you go do there? Like, what do you? I know you started off like doing artistry, right? Doing art.
Yeah, art for sure. Very.
What do you do over there?
Nah, just
Art for sure.
art.
What made you get into like art? Like, what made you want to keep doing it?
Here.
I feel it's just like it's like something that anyone could see, and you don't really have to speak a
This is yours,
certain
right here.
language to understand.
yours.
Like someone could go
Take that
to a museum and then see a Picasso or see a Raphael or a Michelangelo, and then just be like,
What is that?
You could be Asian, you could be Mexican, you could be anything, and everyone's gonna connect to it. You know what I mean?
Well, you guys know I've been in prison before, and I really never spoke about it in depth. But I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of little background with my nephew, how he's involved. We were criminals together, not just no.
Drug lords.
When I was in prison, you know, I did a lot of years, and he was actually the only one that wrote me. I mean, you know, I have family members wrote, but he was like the one that was writing me consistently, and we always kept in touch, right?
Yeah, and then you know what? When I go back in the letters, like I see myself like asking you stupid shit, like like retarded stuff about like being like friend zone and like retarded things.
Oh, you were asking me for advice?
Yeah, I was like asking you for dumb advice.
Yeah, but you were younger back then.
Yeah, dude, I was what, like 13?
Yeah, you were 13.
Yeah, I was like 13 years old. I was like 12. No, I was like 13.
Yeah, man, imagine there are grown people out there. They don't even write one letter, you know, to their brother or their cousin that's in prison. They're like, whatever. He was 13 and he was doing that. So that was much respect for my nephew right there. And he kept them coming, right? The letters, they kept coming. I kept typing them back because I had a typewriter.
and do it. And I have like the whole stack of them. It was like literally years of letters.
Yeah.
That we like wrote to each other. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, man. That was a crazy time. And you know, he kept it real, man. Not a lot of people do that. Not a lot of people do that.
I remember once you sent me like a bracelet. Like you made me a bracelet.
Oh yeah.
And then I like fucking lost it like the next day. And I was so like devastated. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I remember I used to make a bunch of stuff. I made a freaking clocks made out of wood. Yeah.
Like a little wood stick?
Yeah,
for
man.
For my grandma, right?
Yeah, I made her one. You know, I sent a couple out to my daughter. It wasn't bad, you know. Like when it came to stuff like that like kept me sane, you know. Letters and, you know, commissary. They give you a little bit of hope. Phone calls. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I think we spoke on the phone once or twice, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, through a three-way.
Every other year I would visit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I remember we used to like eat the buffalo wings with the ketchup.
Oh yeah, in the visiting room. You'll come to the visiting room, and we'll get like you able to eat food in there from the vending machine. And we used to get the buffalo wings, the hot ones, and we used to take pictures.
Chips and cookies and sodas.
So in prison, right, you're able to get like outside clothing that can be like super expensive things. You're allowed to have a pair of sneakers, but it have to be $50 and you have to have a receipt. So I told my nephew, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring a pair of sneakers downstairs and you're gonna get a pair of Jordans and you're gonna put them on, and in the visiting room, you're gonna switch them. Then we would switch them and I'll be able to bring them back into the prison and just wear them.
And I was like 13 years old with like a size fucking 12 shoe.
I saw him coming in and he just had the clown shoes. He's walking in like this. Nobody noticed him. A 13-year-old kid coming in and he's like, with the big shoes, and I'm like, take them off. And even the watch, oh man, that was crazy.
Oh, watch?
Yeah, the watch. We had the watch. You're allowed to have only like a little like cheap watch, $20 watch, and you brought me the diesel watch.
Oh, I did, yeah.
The trip up there, you used to take a long trip going up there, right?
Yeah, it was like what, like an 8-hour bus? No, it was more than that, right?
Yeah, like 12 hours.
Yeah, it was like a 12-hour bus.
I'm glad those times passed. Now we're out here free, enjoying life. Well, you always been free.
I mean, the good thing is like you kind of have like an archive of it, right? You have like the letters, you have the photos and everything.
Yeah. Before I got out, I sent them all home. Bring all those letters. I was like, I think I was like 6 months before I got home. I was sending them home, putting them, you know, in envelopes, sending them home, or in visits. I send them back in packages. Sometimes I look at them, I'll be like, oh my God, like, just to remind me, like, don't go back there. I mean, I know not to go back there, but I look at them and I'm like, wow. I saw my daughter grow in those pictures. I look at all of those things. I remember the times. I'm like, man, that was crazy back then. How we were like, you know, I was locked up and everybody was just, yeah, everybody was stressed. Everybody was stressed. So see, when you go to prison, not only you doing time, your family does time with you. Though they're not in there with you, but you know, they're living their lives, they go about their days, but you're in back of their head. So, you know, they're like, oh, is he okay? Is he getting stabbed? Is he in the box? You know, so, you know, it's stressful to them too. On another note, I got out of prison, I went to LA. When I went for the quinceañera and I got locked up, oh my God, I had a warrant.
You got locked up like the first day that you got there, no?
Yeah, I got off the plane, I rented a car, and I got pulled over and I went right
to jail.
Straight to the county jail.
And you went there for the quinceañera, which you never showed up to the quinceañera because you were in jail?
I bought a suit, I had everything ready. Something kept me out of that. I don't know why. I'm driving down Long Beach, right? I said, let me go cruise around. You know, I got off the plane, I rented the car, cruise around. I'm cruising around. And you know, in LA, it's like certain things you gotta do, especially when you're driving and you like, you got a bald head and tattoos and you look, you know, you look a little like suspect. So I'm driving and I usually wear my hat like this all the time. So I remember when I was little, my brother was telling me, you know, you see the cops, you move it to the front and you know, you drive like a square. I didn't do it that day. I actually even leaned back. When I saw the cops pulling people over, I'm just like this with my hat back and I got the music blasting and I kept going and I looked back. Here comes the highway patrol and they just pulled me over. License registration, I'm like, okay, cool, take it out, gave it to him. He said, I'll be right back. It took like, I don't know, 5 minutes. He came back and he was like, okay, I'm gonna give you a citation. Just sign right there. I said, okay. As soon as I signed, he said, okay, step out of the car. I said, oh, he got me. So he got the citation, and I had a warrant. That's why he pulled me out of the car. So I'm out of the car, and I'm like, what happened now? They're like, your name came up. You know, you have a common name, yeah, with a warrant. And you know, your name is common over here, so we have to wait for a patrol car because he was a motorcycle guy.
Oh, okay.
Gotta wait for a cop car to come to check in the computer to verify. They looked it up, and they showed my picture there, and it was me they were looking for. And I had like warrants and stuff. And over there it's crazy because you get in the car and they tell you exactly what you're arrested for. I told him, why am I being so? Well, it says here explosives, and I'm driving and I'm sick. I'm like, man, what I do? Explosives? I ain't trying to blow nothing up. I had a bunch of crazy. I don't want to talk about it right now, but yeah. So, you know, I get to the county jail, and oh man, that's just a crazy story there. You know, I got my phone call, and actually I couldn't even get a phone call right away. I had to get like someone to give me a call, and I'm trying to call, and I don't know nobody's number. Everything's stored on my phone. And I'm like, man, what the hell? So I get out after the quinceañera's done and everything is finished. And I get out, I'm like, man, the car's towed. I'm like, I can't even rent it again. I'm like, stuck. I'm like, man, what a vacation. So we went and bought like 13 bottles of liquor. Just got stupid drunk with my brother-in-law and him. Well, he didn't really drink, but we were just there.
Later that same evening.
So my nephew hasn't seen my mother in a long time as well, and we were here teasing him. He doesn't really like Corona, this area. It's too paisa for him. He actually likes the whole hipster little Williamsburg vibe. He likes that area a lot.
Yeah, he said he went to a bar over here and he's like, what the heck, man? I thought I was gonna come over here and go to like a nice hipster bar, nice in the Williamsburg area. My brother told me he was gonna take me out, my uncle, and they ended up taking me to one of the bars where I have to pay a girl to dance like $2.
You're probably wondering where we're sitting at. We're actually gonna have some semitas right now. Him and I are used to the real semitas from LA. We're here in New York, so he has to try one of these just to give us his critique. So how was the semitas?
They were good, maybe 9 out of 10. Yeah,
oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
You're giving them a good rating right there.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Decent rating.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, they had a lot of chipotle, right?
A lot, yeah, for sure. The only thing that was missing was the bread. I think the bread either makes it or breaks it. And then the bread was kind of soft, which is kind of bad. It should be kind of toasty.
True. He eats semitas all the time in LA, and all of our LA subscribers know he's telling the truth. I liked it. It just had a lot of chipotle. It was burning my mouth. Right, babe?
When I tell you that the first layer on my lips and around my mouth is peeled off, I'm not even kidding. I like chile, but they overdid it. I was crying. I was eating it like that. I couldn't know why. I even wiped it off and everything, and it was just way too hot. But it was okay. I give them maybe like 4 points taken away for customer service. They were so crappy and they were so rude. But you know, the semitas are okay.